Hi, this is Makar, and today I'll be talking about the war updates in Ukraine for February 5th. Before I start, I would like to ask you to click on like on this video and leave a comment below. You can leave any question, ask any question, or just type emoji or anything that would really help my channel. So let's start with some data. So as of today, it's the 300 day number 347, and it's 131,290 Russian personnel being liquidated in Ukraine since February 24th. That's plus 700 since the last day. Also, Ukrainian army destroyed 10 vehicles and fuel tanks, 11 Russian APVs, and 2 tanks as well. So let's now look at a video of Ukrainian warriors, actually not video but photos, that I would like to show you. These are Ukrainian defenders, Ukrainian heroes. Some guys are like super young. This one looks around 20-25 years old. This one is older a little bit. And this one next to the APV, not APV, the tank. And this one's on a smoke break. And one more, and another one in the tank, and this one, and the five on the smoke break. Okay, let me pause it here. So also have a video of
All of this for Ukraine,
isn't it? That's definitely for Ukraine.
Look at that convoy.
Thank you, USA.
All this for Ukraine.
Yep. Okay, so now let's go to the map, and so in Belarus, in Russia, in Kursk region over here, Russian Telegram channels report that Ukrainian army attacked the border village of Gornal in Kursk region. Residential buildings and power lines were damaged. Civilians were not hurt. I believe everything that Russian propaganda channels say that is by default a big bullshit, but we still want to consider this information as a thing to discuss, like in as a part of this war. So in Chernihiv region, a Russian army shelled Sinkivka over here. Then in Sumy region, Russian army shelled Boyaro Lezachi. That's a small village over here next to the border. Then also Russian Telegram channels report that the announced exchange of prisoners of war according to the formula 63 to 55 took place in the border areas of Sumy region. There is no confirmation from Ukrainian officials, and there is no additional information 63 of whom for 55 of whom. There's no additional information on this too. So in Kharkiv region over here, Russian army shelled Олександрівка, Глибоке, Красне, Зелене, Нескучне, Стариця, Огірцеве, Вовчанськ, Бударки, Чугунівка, and Великий Бурлук. All of these towns. Also in Kharkiv city, 5 people wounded as a result of Russian missile strike in Kharkiv this morning. And this is the photo of the destruction. So as you can see, that's residential buildings like apartment complexes, and maybe offices, I'm not sure. That's unclear from here. It looks like offices, but could be residential, like apartment complexes. And these are the pieces of shrapnel from this strike. So the building is destroyed completely. It's gone here. This one is like, look, that's a full 5-story building, and this one, the top floor is gone. Like, it's completely gone. So, okay. Also, Russian Telegram channels, and I always repeat that whatever Russia is saying about the war is by default a lie. But Russian Telegram channels report that Russian troops hit the Ukrainian point in the eastern wing of the building of the National University in Kharkiv. According to, and that's the last photo that I showed you. And then, according to some reports, foreign advisors and high-ranking Ukrainian officers could also be at the facility. Really, Russians? Foreign advisors? Really? Such a BS. You just hit the civilian infrastructure, and that's a war crime. Okay. Then Kupiansk Ridge area over here. Russian army shelled Novomlinsk, Dvorichna, Грянківка, Сенківка, Купінськ, Піщане, Кислівка, and Крохмальне. All of these towns. Then Russian Telegram channels report that Russian army is fighting with Ukrainian army in the western and northwestern outskirts of Dvorichne over here. Let me zoom in a little bit. At the same time, units of the Russian armed forces are fixed in the vicinity of Grynkivka. So Dvorichna is over here. So they claim that they attack Ukrainian positions in this area. They also report that Russian troops established control over the strongholds of the armed forces of Ukraine in the direction of Yampolivka, that is a little bit to the south. Now, let's look at Svatova area. Svatova is right here. Russian army shelled Novoselivske and Stelmachivka of Luhansk region, and also Makiivka, Ploshanka, and Nevske. And Ukrainian military report Russian attacks near Grekivka and Dibrova. Then, in Kreminna area, Russian army shelled Terne and Torske of Donetsk region, and Chernovopopivka and Dibrova of Luhansk region over here. Russian Telegram channels report that Ukrainian formations on Saturday fired rockets from the HIMARS MLRS at the city of Svatova, which is over here. Residential buildings, civilian infrastructure, power lines, and gas pipeline were damaged. On Sunday, the armed forces of Ukraine shelled, and that's according to Russians, armed forces of Ukraine shelled residential buildings in Kreminna from barrel artillery. 7 civilians were injured. I would believe that 7 Russian soldiers, invaders, were injured, not civilians, but that's what Russia, and there is no proof, any photo or video, they don't provide, they just spread this misinformation. Okay, now I would like to show you a quite funny video of a Russian army, and that's basically let me think. Okay, so that's obviously not Russians, as you can see. It's a comedy video, but still it's so funny. This video is representing the current situation in Russian army. Let's watch it. This one is blind. Okay, as I said, that's a funny video, makeup story. Okay, so now let's look at Bilohorivka of Luhansk region. So in this area, Ukrainian military report Russian attacks near Verkhnyo-Kamensk over here, and Russian army shelled Spirne. Then in Soledar area, Russian army shelled Berestove, Vesele, Bilogorivka, Rozdolivka, and Paraskoviivka. And Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Krasna Hora, Paraskoviivka, and Blagodatne of Donetsk region. Now let's look at Bakhmut. And before we do that, let's look at the deep state map and see how the front line changed near Soledar, in Soledar area. So let me look at February 4th, and then let me zoom in a little bit. So, come on, okay. So that's over here.